Hey YouTube, Randy Whitman Fans 2011. I got a bit of an update and something somewhat important to tell you guys about. We'll start with that important thing. I just recently uploaded a charity race, which is, of course, a race to raise money for charity. Basically, what a charity race is, it's a private race. It will only allow a few. Some users will only allow like a few drivers in it. Like here are the rules. But here are the rules that I'm giving for those who are going to request a charity race. You can request as many drivers as you want, but a maximum of 6. That's right, a maximum of 8. Actually depends on the field. You have to give me the field size first before you request the amount of drivers you want. Here, yeah. You have to request the field size. You have to request a race, and you have to give me the field size first before you can request any drivers. Depending on the field size, you can request as many drivers as you want, but it has to be less than half of. It has to be less than half of the field. It has to be less than half of the field. So if you request a field of 20 racers, you can only request as much as 10. Only as much as 10, and remember that. Depending on how large the field is, you can only request as much as half the drivers in the field. So, like for example, if you want a 24-car race for your charity race, you can only request up to 12 drivers, because I'll have drivers from my team as well racing, because this is my series. And of course, I will for the remaining spots, I will choose drivers at random. So basically, also when you want your charity race, you can request what charity you're playing, what charity we're raising money for. Like, for example, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, or the St. Jude Children's Hospital, or the American Cancer Society, or any charity that you feel is suitable for you. Also, you can also request the track that you want it in. If you prefer me to choose the track, then that is completely fine. But depending on what you want, I highly suggest you request the track that you want. This way, it's on your home turf. And also, when it comes to charity races, there will be no points awarded. Charity races are non-points events. So basically, it's all about pride and glory and raising money for a good cause, and that's a good thing, because especially even with the economy today, there's nothing better than helping out those in need. That's pretty much it for the charity races. So basically, what I'm saying is that if you want to request a charity race, you gotta tell me which charity you're playing, which charity we're racing for, the track if you want to, whatever drivers you want in the field, the field size, and remember, when it comes to the requesting drivers for the field, you can only request as much as half the field. Like I said, so for example, if you want a field of 30 cars, then you can only request 15 drivers. As of course, I'll put my own team in there as well, and then I'll select the rest randomly. And also, there's a bit of a rule to the field size. You can only pick there's a specific range where you can pick the field size. The minimum amount of cars you can have in the field is 6. The minimum cars for charity. Okay, I messed up. Okay, listen. For charity races in my series, the minimum field that you can have is 16. 16 is the minimum, and the maximum field you can have is 30. We don't want too many drivers there, because we only want the best of the best. But I mean, if you want more racers in it, go ahead. But remember, the range is 16 to 30. 16 to 30 drivers for each charity race. And one more thing before I forget. Each user can only request one charity race per season. One charity race per season. That's the limit. And this is to prevent me from losing track of my main series, which is very important, because obviously I want to get on with my main series. But of course, I do like charity races, running for a good cause. But I will only allow one charity race per user each season. So, but you can have it anytime. But you can request it anytime during the season you want until the second to last race in the season has been uploaded. Once the second to last race of the season has been uploaded, I will no longer be accepting applications for a charity race. That is the rule, but other than that, you can request a charity race anytime you want during the season up until the second to last race of the season. And of course, that's pretty much it for charity races. Of course, I love them, and yeah, raise money for a good cause. So yeah. Oh, and one more thing that kind of relates to my sponsor, to this series sponsor. Check this out. Oh, there it is, right there, brand new Pepsi Next. Pepsi Next is actually there it is, a real cola taste with 60% less sugar. So yes, I have finally found my new associate sponsor for the NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series, Pepsi Next. And just to test out what I will say for race number 11 and race number 19 of D2 and D1 respectively, I'm just going to test this out to try out the closing message of the sponsor message. So most of the time I have said this race has been brought to you by Pepsi Max. 0 calories, maximum taste, Pepsi Max. Well, for some races I might say, depending on what I say first, depending on what comes to my mind first, I might say Pepsi Next, real cola taste with 60% less sugar, Pepsi Next. So that will be the new that will be a new message that I will feature in race number 11 of D2 and race number 19 of D1. So that is pretty much it. Of course, you gotta try Pepsi Next, guys. It is some good shit right here. This is some good shit right here. So you gotta try it. And if you can, grab a case for your friends and enjoy and spread the word about Pepsi Next. So that's pretty much it. And of course, I should have race number 11 of D2 and race number 19 of D1 uploaded sometime either tonight or tomorrow. So I have finished my work as of now. I still have a bit of work to do, but I need to take a break from it. So I should be working on the next few races. I should be working on the next few races for both D1 and D2. So that's pretty much it. And of course, Pepsi Next. Some good shit right here. Alright guys, that's it, and I'm out, and I'll see you guys next race. Peace.